Hello everybody, Ray Garner with Garner's Games, here to do my weekly comic review. And this time, we're going big time. Justice League versus Godzilla versus Kong 2. Now this is brought to us by Brian, I'm probably going to get this name really wrong, Buccellato. It's Buccellato. And our artist is Christian Duce. And this is a sequel to the original that came out, I think it was last year, if my memory is correct. And we start off at Task Force X headquarters with Amanda Waller. And as always, she's making plans since her last plans did not go well. And she, of course, has recruited a new Suicide Squad. The Suicide Squad has Harley Quinn, Lex Luthor, King Shark, Boomerang, Peacemaker, Captain Cold, Black Manta, I believe that's Cersei's, Killer Croc, and Cheetah. And a Colonel, his name's eluding me right now, but he's part of the Human Defense Corps, and it's a joint function by them. And while this is all going on, Barry and Iris are getting married in this universe. And, I am going to compliment the art. The artist does an extremely good job of getting different shading. And then the colors gets some credit on this too. But, these scenes are really good. You don't need to be in the picture, Onyx. And this is where they find out that Lex Luthor has disappeared. And of course, as always, they're rather concerned about Lex Luthor suddenly disappearing. And he is in Cape Town, South Africa, 4 years after G-Day, which I assume is when Godzilla and them showed up in the first run. And they're doing an experiment on King Shark. And meanwhile, that's going on. The Justice League has located a boom tube in one of Lex's hideouts. And they take the boom tube to figure out where Lex went to. And while that's going on, Lex and Cersei's, I think it was Cersei's, like I said, I need to check that again, mutate King Shark into a Titan. That's Enchantress, I'm sorry, not Cersei's, Enchantress. And being Suicide Squad, I should have known that. Well, him becoming a Titan immediately summons the King of the Titans. And that leads to, them fixing to have a fight. Meanwhile, the Justice League has arrived on a tropical island, and Batman and Mr. Terrific have put together some sort of mech with a machine gun out of the Batmobile and something else. Or Batwing, sorry, not the Batmobile. And Kara realizes they're on Skull Island, because she was there in the first series. So they fight some flying, they look like giant man-bats to be accurate. And of course we cut back to the big fight between Godzilla and King Shark. And King Shark is losing the fight when the experiment wears off, and instead of being a mindless giant creature, he returns back to a mindless, slightly bigger than man size. I'm not mindless, I'm sorry, I said that wrong. He's actually, decently smart. But they're ready to go to phase 2, and Amanda is not ready for phase 2. And Enchantress is pointing out that something's got Kong upset. And what's got Kong upset is the Justice League being on his territory. And then we end with Amanda's basically blowing up at the Colonel and telling her that different people have tried. And he just shoots her. Leading to him taking command and her apparently being dead. Pretty fast-paced. Fairly straightforward. Not a lot of in-depth action outside of, the Titan-sized King Shark fighting Godzilla. But good little mystery. Good little quick. I can't remember how many issues this series is going to be. Probably 7 like the last one. The art is very good. Definite compliments to the artists. I think they did a fantastic job. Every character looks, like they're supposed to, including all the monsters. The scaling looks right. The background, even in this desert, a lot of good detail in the desert design. So, art's great on the book. The writing seems pretty solid on the first issue. Like most current issues, a lot more mystery than answers in the first issue. But I like it. I like the bold play of, apparently killing Mando Wallers right off the bat to establish this colonel from the, Human Defense Force as the main problem. So it'll be interesting to see how it goes. If you like Godzilla, you like King Kong, definitely going to like this. Justice League, they're showing pretty solid. Legion of Doom members are, I should say Suicide Squad, but a lot of them are ex-Legion of Doom. They seem to be showing pretty well, and we kind of know the crux of it is we're going to try to make monstrous villains into Titans to try to take out Godzilla and Kong. So we'll see how that goes for them. Anyway, check it out. Remember, Godzilla's still the king. See you next week.